So Tyler Oliveira actually responded to a video someone made about him, and he only responded because this person went viral on Twitter doing so. Trust me, had that not happened, he would have just kept uploading videos like he normally does, because he's acting like this is the first time someone put out an extended video on him calling him out. But in this video, he responds to Vince's video, and in good old Tyler fashion, he proceeds to try and explain how he did nothing wrong. He first talks about how he isn't racist for shopping at a Civil War surplus store, and that's true, you're not racist for wanting to buy some memorabilia. I mean, I took these from a literal board game. That doesn't make me a Nazi. But deliberately going out of your way to give the quote-unquote most racist man in America a gift as reference to another video you had nothing to do with just to try and make the most racist man in America's day is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Tyler said he doesn't even have a phone, so he literally went out of his way to find him. Not only that, but if you have to go into detail into why you gave the most racist man in America a gift, then your joke was a fucking failure. It doesn't make you racist, but that's like me going to a murderer with a gun and being like, you remember from the video clip where you executed your family? Remember that? Hopefully nobody thinks this is weird. Let's get a picture together. Can we help? Now, you know what? You hold the gun to my head. Well, like,
why did he hide the fact that he gave the most racist man in America a welcome gift he bought from the KKK memorabilia store that sells said bleep? First of all, I didn't hide anything. I even posted a photo of him and I on Instagram with a caption titled, "I gifted him automatic assault rocks from Kennesaw." For context, I saw the original video where the most racist man in a video meets another YouTuber, Pooty, and Pooty asks him this.
Me? Or this white rock right here?
The rock, it serves a purpose.
The guy doesn't even have a phone. You can't set meetings with this guy. He was out there. I knew I still had the rocks in the car. I knew about the Pooty bit with the rocks. I knew I could make him laugh if I gave him the rocks. I did. Boom! We have a video. Blow your mind. You ready for this? Okay, so I know you like the rock more than Pooty. I got an automatic assault rocks. That's kind of funny, right?
That's kind of funny, right? Your genuine hatred towards black people? That's kind of hilarious if you think about it. He even says, so I know you don't like that black guy, so here's some rocks to remind you of how much you don't like that black guy. But then he starts going down the list of things Vince called him out for on Twitter. One of them being him putting a PS5 in the back of his car, wanting someone to break into it for his video showing how dangerous Oakland is. And as someone who has lived in Oakland for 10 years, you are an idiot for trying this.
Why did Tyler use a PS5 as bait to get someone to break into his car? 1, that's a TV, not a PS5.
Not the point at all, but strong start.
2, to see if someone would break in and take it. We ran a little Mark Rober-esque sting operation with the TV and controller in the car. But to be fair to Vince, his real point is that car break-ins and auto theft is so rare in the city of Oakland that we had to perform a little sting operation to show that cars do get broken into. And what's even funnier is that the crime statistics state that in 2023, Oakland reached the highest number of car thefts in more than a decade, with a 44% increase since 2022. But this is part of Vince's argument that he begins to construct that we need to create evidence or falsify B-roll to legitimize the crime that doesn't exist in these cities, according to him.
You do need to create evidence, as proven by you explaining how you put a TV in the back of your car wanting someone to break into it. And just because you asked 2 people about their car being broke into, one of them not even being a victim, doesn't mean your video is any more valid. If it's so normal, then why didn't you find someone doing it in real time? You had to literally set up a fake scenario to try and get footage to make Oakland look worse than it already is. How do you not understand that? He even talks about the car theft rate, and it's like, what does that have to do with you wanting someone to commit a crime for your video? Like, he compares what he did to a Mark Rober video, the guy who makes those glitter bomb packages, and it's like, just because you put a box full of towels in your car doesn't make you Mark Rober, alright? One guy makes glitter bombs, the other guy is trying to make something happen for his video to try and make himself seem more credible. Like, what he's essentially saying is that because statistics show that a certain area is prone to crime, you can lie about said crime so long as you give at least one example of it happening in person. Unfortunately for Tyler, a TV in the back of the car was a little too obvious, don't you think? Bro saw one news clip of that happening during the day and he's like, I got the perfect idea for a video, guys. But now he talks about the misplaced B-roll footage and how some of the clips that were in certain videos weren't even from the city he was in. So what does he do? Blames his editor for putting in the wrong clips and then tries to brush it off like, well, if we just took out these clips and then added these ones in instead, my point would stay the same.
Next, misplaced B-roll and B-roll mistakes. In my videos, when we're talking about, let's say, crime, we may show an example of this crime happening in the given city. For example, here's this shot in our Oakland video about a machine gun manhunt that turned out to be from West Oakland, Pittsburgh. Now, Vince is right. This is a mistake and we messed up. But here's the problem. I don't place the B-roll for my videos. I have 2 editors for my main channel, and 1 editor's job is dedicated to finding B-roll for the videos. I agree with Vince. These are lazy, dumb mistakes that never should have made it to the final cut. But the problem is, if you take out the few incorrect shots we placed in some of these videos, for instance, let's take Oakland and replace it with this shot.
And I actually feel safer.
Machine guns? Or this shot, or this shot, or this shot. The same purpose is achieved at visualizing the gun crimes in question.
Is this guy fucking stupid or what? If it was that easy for you to find videos to use, then the idiot you're paying to edit your video should have also been able to do the same thing. This piece of shit will admit he's wrong, but then be like, actually, not. If you think about it. Don't think about it too much. But he does that. He will always try and find some bullshit way to justify his mistake. Obviously, crime doesn't go away if you have the right clip, but don't try and make it seem like it's okay for you to use the wrong news clips because there are correct ones out there now that you're getting called out. Like, I shit you not, he even tries to be like, how is Vince gonna call me out when he's lying about his videos too? And then shows a clip where Vince said, this clip that Tyler used isn't from Houston, it's actually from Chicago. And then Tyler is like, actually, that clip was from Dallas, not Houston.
And just to show how easy it is to make a mistake, Vince himself improperly cites this clip.
This clip isn't from Chicago. It's from Houston, Texas, 4 years ago. Tyler makes up shit to fit his narrative.
Hearts the comment where his viewer points his mistake out, and at the end of the comment, it still reads, so Tyler still lied about it.
Now, I don't know if Tyler knows about his states and cities and whatnot, but it is way easier to confuse Dallas, Texas with Houston, Texas than it is any city in Texas with somewhere in Chicago. Obviously, his editor is the one adding in the B-roll footage, so it's not directly Tyler's fault, but it's coming from his channel, and now that someone is like, hey, you can't do that, he's like, well, then just play this video when the B-roll footage shows up. You know what I mean? We're gonna be all good. Tyler, shut the F up.
Why did he pretend to be asylum seeker to get processed by Border Patrol? To see where we would end up, the behind-the-scenes logistics of how the government would process someone claiming asylum and what that process looked like. Seems kind of interesting as an American tax-paying citizen to know how this process works. What's funny about this though is Vince feigns some moral outrage that I'm in the van for 20 seconds and that I've taken up someone's spot to enter America when, once again, I'm literally in the car for 20 seconds. The Border Patrol guys laugh it off. No harm, no foul. It's not like I pushed some pregnant woman out of the way to take the last spot in the van. There was no one else left waiting to get in the van. Even if I did take a seat, I wouldn't have been taking someone else's seat.
No, that's how it actually works. If you take a seat meant for someone else, that person it's meant for doesn't get to go on that seat. That's common sense. That's like first grade stuff, you know what I mean? That's like musical chairs, kindergarten type things you should know about. But notice how he said that he didn't push a pregnant woman out of the way to downplay what he actually did? Tyler, what the fuck are you talking about? No, shut up! Vitaly did the same exact thing and tried to get on one of these vans for a stream and was told to get out also. And guess what? He's just as stupid as you for thinking that he was not only going to be able to get on here, but go through the process an immigrant does. Have you not seen how you looked? I don't know if you're Jewish or Mexican or a deadly mixture of both, but even a blind man would have told you to get out of that van, dog. He now brings up his Jamaica video and tries to prove that his guide wasn't actually with him, when in reality he was just an earshot away getting some food while Tyler gets some of that good Jamaican juice, baby. He obviously downplays himself, saying that he thought he was going to get robbed in Jamaica's most dangerous city, but like, Tyler knows what he's doing in his videos.
For context, he's referring to when I'm in Trenchtown, one of Jamaica's most dangerous neighborhoods. At a certain point, my guide and I are separated, and this random dude tells me to come to the farm.
I'll go over the farm.
The farm?
The farm, that is a farm.
Right over there.
Yeah, we can go over there, come.
To which my cameraman, myself, and this guy go to the farm. It all ends well. We had a great time. While my guide was nowhere in sight, I first thought I was setting myself up to get robbed. Vince zooms in on this voiceover, trying to paint this moment as if I was lying and that my guide was with me the entire time. But in reality, my guide was not there, and here's 28 minutes of behind-the-scenes footage that show him and I separated. And then look at that. There's the exact moment from my guide's POV where we reconnected.
Yeah, dog, and where in any of that did you assume you were going to get robbed? This place looks like a tourist attraction that people don't go to because of the stigma you're adding to it. Like, this dude even got his tour guide to make these bullshit thumbnails, and it's like, dog, do not let Tyler influence your thumbnails. He even tries to say that he isn't making these places seem more dangerous than they are, when that is literally all he knows how to do in every video he has ever made.
His entire point is that I'm trying to paint this sense of danger that doesn't actually exist, which is funny because he conveniently cuts out and omits all of this testimony from people that live in the community.
He then shows people he interviewed acting like he doesn't have clips interviewing people saying that their city is dangerous in every video. Who the fuck cares what they say? You are investigating the most dangerous city in Jamaica and they're treating you like a guest at a fucking hotel. Not only that, but the video that your tour guide uploaded literally shows you having the best time of your life in the most dangerous city in Jamaica. But nah, you don't make things seem like they're not. Nah, you're a good guy. Like, other than the B-roll footage that you aren't even sure is from the right place, this dude went to Jamaica to make a video so he can fund his next bullshit idea. If you can't get some actual footage and show us how it's dangerous, other than by posting year-old news clips and by talking to people who will tell you the most generic thing ever, then what are you doing?
Crime and violence, sometimes we just need that for stop. Just the crime and violence.
We'll shoot each other?
Yeah.
Oh really? There's a lot of crime and violence in this city where you guys went to try and investigate crime and violence? That's like saying there's a lot of pizza and sauce in Italy. No shit there is, but if you're not going to show us a direct example, then don't make the video, or at least exaggerate about it like Tyler's doing. Like in that Jamaica video, the only murderers this dude found were some fat guy with a kitchen knife and some other dude with a taser. The bad guys from Home Alone are more scary than them. For this next part, he actually brings up my video, but obviously didn't watch any of it because I'm not popular enough. But he got a screenshot of my comment where Vince replied to me, and he's mad that Vince wants his video to pop up when someone Googles Tyler's name, saying, why did he really make this video? Why did he make a video exposing me for all my dirty misdeeds? Why would he do that?
Vince also cuts out any of the good vibes or positive moments because his goal is that when I reach out to someone from a different city, they Google my name, find his video, and they find out I'm just some big bad liar trying to paint their community as negative. Look at this comment and tell me anything he's done thus far is in good faith.
Tyler is the last person to be talking about someone doing something in good faith. Was putting Bush next to Bin Laden done in good faith? Or what about even just using this thumbnail? Was this done in good faith? But it's just funny how Tyler is actively looking for people posting videos on him, but not just that, going through the comments to see if Vince said anything. You would think the video title and thumbnail would be more important, but like I said, I'm not big enough. Yet. But not only did he not watch my video, this effing idiot said that he is open to good faith criticism and wants people in the comments to let him know when he makes a mistake.
And I've chosen to respond to this because I've witnessed in real time talking head streamers who take videos like Vince's, nod their head while they eat cereal, agree with everything, and move on to the next video. Listen, I want to welcome good faith criticism and for you guys to use the comment section to let me know when we do make mistakes. I'm not trying to shy away from the fact that we have made mistakes and we will probably continue to make a few mistakes going forward. And it's unfortunate that Vince and other people like Vince waste their opportunity to give us actual constructive feedback and turn their personal frustration into a 50-minute hit piece designed to stop us from working with people in the future because they don't actually care about giving me constructive feedback.
Well then, Tyler, since you're now open to criticism all of a sudden, how come you went to my video, didn't watch it, got a screenshot of Vince's comment replying to mine, and then proceed to ask people to let you know what you did wrong in the comments? I've been making videos on you for a year now, and not once have you responded to any of my criticism, and trust me, I called you out for all your BS you put in your videos way before any of these other people. You would also know that from just watching any one of the videos I made on you, that it's not just your content, but also your thumbnails, which you never address. I don't like your content, not because I don't like you, but because you lie and over-exaggerate every situation you're in, and when someone calls you out for it, you always have an excuse instead of just admitting you're wrong, and when you do admit you're wrong, you always try and justify it instead of just leaving it as you're wrong and you will do better next time. If you have to go to these lengths to try and prove you're just a guy spreading awareness, then you're obviously doing a horrible job. Not to mention, your ego is unbelievably huge, and I'm not just saying that because you wanted to sue another YouTuber for using their content in your video. This video about Vince did nothing but convince your subscribers again that you did nothing wrong, which if you were to watch any of my videos criticizing you instead of just brushing them off as haters, you would see that. I would rather be a quote-unquote talking head YouTuber than put out the kind of disingenuous content you do and pretend like I'm doing a good job. But hey, I look forward to your next video where you investigate Luigi Mangione and all you do is go around New York and talk to people who have never even been in the same vicinity as Luigi. With love, Sebastian, aka Seabass. But yeah, guys, I hate Tyler. Like, maybe he did watch my video, but I find it hilarious that the screenshot he had, the video was paused at 2 seconds, meaning that he clicked on it, heard this. So I'm tired, guys. It's been over a year. Put that shit on pause and said, that'll do. I don't like these talking head YouTubers. My bad, Tyler. Next time I'll criticize you in front of a homeless shelter. I don't know what the fuck you want us to do. What? Like, did you want me to pull an Ace Ventura and talk through my butt? Because I'll do that if that's what it takes for you to watch this. But if for some reason Satan answers his phone call and Tyler watches this video, can you please address your god-awful thumbnails? Like, what the F word is this, and 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 this? Like, dog, this is a video about cancer, and you're gonna tell me nothing is wrong with your videos? I got you, Tyler. My bad. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.